it takes. I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head, constantly thoughts jumbled around, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative, I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win, I'll take a stab. I wanna chase a bag, I want a way I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. No way now, I'll give up everything. Daunting thought, if I could see my dreams, I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go, don't let go.
Test.
I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality.
I just wanna find a way out, sick of the venom in my brain. Running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this. I just wanna break these chains. Always asking for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen too many ones that are so they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but on my downfall is toxic. Day one, started the outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted. Created a legacy off of me, just being honest. And the fake ones hate, but it's all to no avail. They wanna see me lose, but you know I never fail.
What is going on, fam? Welcome back to another episode. I am your host, TradeFly. Good to see everybody here. I hope everyone is enjoying the evening, going into the weekend. We got some big plans here in my household. WrestleMania, baby. Let's go.
The cream of the crop.
Nobody does it better. Let's get it. Taking the little dude out to Vegas. We are gonna jam this weekend. It's gonna be a lot of fun, so I am looking forward to that. And guess you guys are here for crypto, so maybe we'll talk about that. Let me go to the chat real quick, say what's up to everybody. You know that's what I got to do because I love you guys. Thank you for being here as always. JRMO with a yo. What's up, man? Good to see you. Mark Dutch, how you doing, brother? Good to see you as well. Username, of course, I am always late, but you know, it is what it is. And Lower Lee, hopefully I said that correctly. Hello, how are you? Alexander G, the best mod in the space. What is up, lady? How are you? B Team Crypto, you know it. A wizard is never late. I'm just saying. All right, scroll down a little bit more here. Got everyone else. Jesse, good look. What is up to you, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Uh-oh, somebody throwing some middle fingers in there already. Oh boy, Jesse getting mad at Tom. If you guys don't know, we have an AI bot in the Discord who is an absolute trip. Sometimes, like, I feel like he's learning, and then all of a sudden he goes mental, and I feel like he needs a complete reboot, but it is what it is. K Diggity, no doubt. What's up, dude? I was looking at those indicators that you had dropped in the Discord not too long ago, man. I was kind of scoping those out today when I had a couple of minutes. Interesting. Definitely got to read up a little bit more, though, and understand kind of all of the different indications within that indicator, but definitely very interesting, no doubt about that. Pretty cool. All right, Trade Intuition, my dude Joe, what's up to you, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Username knows, Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, okay. All right, man. So I gotta ask you, I see JRMO. Is it just straight up JRMO? Do we have some, is that abbreviation for something? Is it Junior Mo? What Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me so I can, when I shout you out, I can shout you out correctly. And yeet. Let's go. You know I know. All right. Kelly Kell Elephant, what's up? How you doing, girl? Good to see you. Good to see you. Wix Fine 89. How you doing, lady? Good to see you as well. Andrea, hello. How are you? All right. I think I got everyone for the shout outs. And you know what we got to do now, right? Sunglass mode engaged, baby. Let's get it. Now we're serious. I bet, I wonder how many people I lose when they click on the video and they get here and they're like, this dude has sunglasses on. I'm out. It's got to be a few. No doubt about that. All right, let's go over to our top-down analysis here. Let me scroll out a little bit because I'm looking at some 3-minute stuff, which is crazy. But we haven't done a lot of moving today. And screen incoming. Let's go. All right, so it's the same place we left it. Like, honestly, we were talking about this. We had 6 days of consolidation and the trend is continuing. You can see the previous day high, the previous day low. Look, we're still inside of that all day long. All day long, we've stayed inside previous day high, previous day low. Haven't even got outside week. I mean, why even talk about the week high and the week low? Because we ain't outside the last 24 hours or 48 hours. Pretty similar price action here. You can see the dynamic reactor coming in on the 8-hour. Let's look at it on the daily real quick, though. I do want to see where that's at. I believe it is above. It is. So again, that's kind of our concern here. That's why you see the poop emoji. All right, you got a lot of resistance here. You got the 200 SMA. You got the dynamic reactor. You got a horizontal. You got the quarterly pivot. Yada yada yada. You got my poop emoji. Everything is holding S down. Get it? Poop emoji. All right. So there we go. I mean, you can't even get over the value area high. It looked like it tried to come up here, take a little liquidity there, and then come right back down into the range. Could have maybe made a trade down to the point of control, but that's really a small move, man. Like, that's not something that gets me excited. I did take a small short this morning. I was watching Alex O. I was looking at the VWAP on the 3-minute chart. And what else was there? Oh, I saw a bearish divergence, all right, on the 3-minute chart. So I took a really small short. It was only a couple percent move. We came down, I believe, to I want to say the point of control. And I went ahead to close the trade. I wasn't too excited about that move, I got to be honest with you. As I was looking at it, I was like, I don't know. This is it right here, actually. Yep, 0530 my time. All right, I'm West Coast. And so that was it right there. Here it is. Just came down to the prime oscillator, saw a bearish divergence, saw a hit on VWAP. Wick came down, reestablished the range. I was like, all right, cool, let's take a flyer. And I believe it was down to here. So you got to understand what you're looking at, right? Like having hindsight to be like, oh, well, it still had some downside movement. Yeah, but that's not what you see in the moment. All right. In the moment, this is what I see. And what I started seeing, I was like, hey, we're in a range. There is no doubt about it. Clear as day. Range. Strong wick up. Buying pressure. I was like, I'm going to close this. So I went ahead, took the profits that I had going there. Not a bad trade. It was all right. I mean, definitely won the day. And then it went up to the dynamic reactor and it dumps the dude a little bit. All right. Dynamic reactor just started following that all the way through. But you just got to understand what you're seeing in the moment. Benefit of hindsight is tricky, right? Coming back and looking at it like, oh, well, there was still downside. Yeah. But look, you had volume come in, right? And then a couple candles followed that looked like there could be some buying pressure in there. Got a little hit of bullish divergence. I mean, of course, like, yeah, there was a little bit more downside, but here nor there. Anyways, we're really still in the range, really what it comes down to. So not a huge update for Bitcoin. Let's go to the 8-hour. For those that are new to the channel, haven't been watching, there are a couple key zones. Obviously, poop emoji, hit that one up. And what are we looking for here? Well, until we break this area, come down for the retest, I'm not going to be excited about continuation of the bullish trend until I get that, okay? So breakout, retest, and then we'll look for continuation. And that really has to happen at about 92K. 92K. All right, kind of the line in the sand here. I'm going to go ahead and switch up the music real quick so there's no words going on anymore. We'll switch it to the that TA music. We'll see what happens with that. But looking at the prime oscillator right now on the 8-hour, you could see the potential for a little bit of a pullback, right? And remember, I've been kind of looking for this area to be retested. This value area low of the range, as well as this trend line, as well as the yearly pivot, would make a lot of sense for a pullback. We know we have liquidity down here underneath the price action right now, and we will validate that in a bit. We will go to the heat map and we'll look at that. And I think it makes a lot of sense to come down at least to retest this area. And, you know, I don't know. We will see how it plays out. It's really hard to tell right now with this consolidation. You're just really waiting for a breakout. So, I mean, you could even look where the value area high, value area low is. You could potentially take a play here up to the area of resistance, looking for that, or you let it break out down here and look for a little move down to the value area low for a retest there. Again, but super small plays, right? These aren't super exciting. These are definitely scalps, and they're going to have to be with some leverage to make any real money, to be perfectly transparent with you. Like, that is, I guess you don't need a whole lot of leverage, but 2.5% move, you know, slap on a little like 10x, 20x on there, then that makes it worth your time. So that's what I'm kind of looking for in the short term. Scrolling out again, you still got this area down here, this green zone. That zone is really the range high of the previous range. All right, previous range, you got the 618 from, this is from the low to the high here, the all-time high, right? That's where the 618 comes from, this one in particular. So it would make a lot of sense to see a bounce, and there's probably a little bit of liquidity building back up there now that we had this right here. This right here, you got a double bottom, a significant double bottom, right? You got good price action off of that. That means liquidity is probably building up in the zone again. We've been there before. So just be aware of that. Understand that if we do drop below the yearly pivot, you could see, or the 0.5, right? It's all the same pretty much line. It's really, really close. If you get underneath of that, a quick move down here to wipe out some liquidity, and then a bounce would make a ton of sense. And you have the median of this channel right here. So keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. That's what I'll say there. But really same for Bitcoin. The traditional markets were closed today. So that's why this one's going to be quick, right? We're not going to look at the NASDAQ. We're not, I mean, we'll take a quick gander. We'll take a quick gander at the NASDAQ. It hasn't changed. Just understand that you did find some resistance yesterday. All right. And man, that was an easy one to see. It came back into a horizontal level and the golden pocket. Of course, you're going to see a little price action off of that area. Of course, you got resistance on top of it. It did not surprise me at all to see a little bit of resistance there and a little bit of pullback. Now, this, I mean, I guess Monday is going to be where we got to really figure something out. We come out of here, look, this is in play. Like, we've had this drawn up for days now. 4 days. All right, I won't say 4 days, but 4 days, if you get it. All right, so breakout retest, that's what we'll be looking for here. Now, if we see that breakout retest, man, game on, because there is a high likelihood that you could full send all the way back down to this green zone. All right, that is a big move for the NASDAQ. Maybe not so much for crypto, but an 8.61% move for the NASDAQ will get people crying. All right, let's go here. Let's see. Let's get over to the total market cap. And this thing is not working, for the record. Usually I can zoom this out so we won't be able to see the 24-hour trading volume, but that is okay. 2.67 trillion market cap. That is down 0.37%. That means I'm going to guess that coins are probably bleeding a little bit here. Altcoin index, don't really care about that. Fear and greed index is at 32, so we are still in fear. Bitcoin is at 84,500, and Ethereum is at almost 1,600. That's actually up over 24 hours, 0.64%. Wow, what a move for Ethereum. 7 days is up 1.68%, and Bitcoin's up 1.24%. So no big movers. XRP holding solid over that $2 mark, and Solana looking okay. Nice little recovery over 7 days, 10%. We get down to that psychological point of control, or psychological area, as well as the point of control. And got a really nice bounce. We talked about that yesterday. No more need to say I did good, but y'all know. All right, Dogecoin, 15 cents, almost 16 cents. Tron, cool, 24. Cardano rounding out the top 10 at 62, almost 63 cents. Up 1.38% over 24 hours. So not so bad. Let's look at the crypto bubbles. Fartcoin getting beat up. That's down 10.5%. Ray is down 4.4%. Tau is up 9.9%. Gosh, I always struggle with that one. Flare. I always want to say Fleer. It's Flare. Flare's up 7.2%. And everything else, small moves. Looks roughly, most of them are under 4%. So nothing too crazy. Bitunix, you know the shill for that. Go ahead and join me. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and post that. I always forget it, but this is my reminder that I need to post my little... Oop, don't want that one. The links. Here we go. Incoming. There it is. Should be up there. Should be up there. All right, let me scroll down a little bit more, see what you guys are yapping about here. I'm watching that episode tonight. Classic scene. What are we talking about? I'm not going to say all that. All rounded up for the party, Mrs. Wick. There you go. Nice. Scrolling a little bit more. All right, y'all crazy. Loves his quickies. You know it. You know it. All right, cool. So I got all the links in there for Bitunix. Again, you can save 10% on your trading fees for life. All right, find me someone else that's doing that. All right, basically what I'm doing is forfeiting my commission for you. So 10% for life. All right, ChartPrime, I got links for that. I think it saves 35% if I remember correctly on the first month. And then of course our Discord. Come on over to the Discord, man. We're having a good time over there. And dropping some some nuggets. If you guys missed the show, you can go over there and catch some of the charts. I will update it if it's worth it. I will definitely send some updates. All right. So Bitunix, we're all tuned up. We're ready to go. I don't anticipate being able to take any trades today, to be fully transparent with you. But if something starts moving, we'll come back to it. Let's go over to the economic calendar. Nothing on the schedule until the 24th. So that's, what, 6 days away? That's going to be durable goods, existing home sales, JOLTS job openings. What else we got? What do we got that's worth a while? All right, Wednesday, April 30th, we got core PCE price index, GDP growth rate, personal income month over month, and personal spending month over month. So that's going to be a good one. That'll move the market. And then you got an unemployment rate on the 2nd. So definitely got some key metrics coming up here. But I feel like I've just kind of been beaten into submission with all of those, honestly, because the data's never right. Let's be real. Never. Let's see what you guys... I see you tagging me. Let's see what you crazy people are doing. All right, if you think this is crazy, wait until you see me drinking. So, username, are you going to be in Vegas? Is this happening? Is it Wick's birthday? Yo, tell me it ain't so. Is it Wick's birthday? Someone let me know. And if you're celebrating without me, I'm actually jealous. Wick's birthday? Waiting. Cricket. Go on, waiting for the chat here. Tomorrow. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Well, you know what? We can still sing happy birthday to Mr. Wick. Love you long time. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Wick. Happy birthday to you. All right, there we go. We got that out of the way. Happy birthday, my G. Hope all is good with you. Enjoy the weekend. It should be a load of fun. I know you guys will have fun. All right. Here we go. Let's go ahead and get over to some news here. We got China's M2 money supply just hit a record 326 trillion, and analysts say the surge in liquidity could help push Bitcoin toward the 90K mark. So are we going to have 100K parties again? We shall see. I know a lot of people are big believers in the M2 money supply. All right, they think that just runs everything. Who knows? But I feel like we just heard that, right? We literally just heard this about the M2 money supply. Like everyone was talking about it for like a week. I won't say it drives me nuts, but it's always interesting. You get one content creator talking about something, and then all of a sudden there's all of them talking about the same exact thing. It's very interesting. It's like they just listen to each other. Anyways, so we'll see. That's what I'll say. All right, just in, Ford suspends shipments of the F-150 trucks and other cars to China. China. I don't know. Is this FUD? This feels like FUD. Sound the siren. All right. So that is interesting. If you own Ford stock, you might want to think twice about that one. That could get weird for you real quick. So these are the things that are going to start happening with this whole tariff talk, right? Tired of talking about tariffs, but honestly, it's big news. We've never seen, I would say, anything like this, at least in our, I won't say in our lives, but definitely like since I've been old enough to vote, which has been a long time. I could have kids as long as I could vote. Anyways, let's get over to the next one. The KBC letter, home of the FUD. Already sounded the siren, so let's just keep it rolling. The number of Americans working multiple jobs jumped by 76,000 in March to a record 8.94 million. This now exceeds 2019 high by over 500,000 people as a share of employment. Multiple job holders rose to 5.5%, the highest since 2009. Bro, I'll tell you right now, my household, I think we have 5 jobs between 2 of us. All right. I'm seeing finger pointing. What is this? Not sure if it creates a strike on the count. Tell me you want the video to be demonetized without saying you want the video to be monetized. Sing Happy B-Day song. I don't know, man. Will it? It's worth it. I really don't care. I mean, bro, I'm not even monetized. Boom. How you like me now? Just saying. I can do what I want right now, Joe. All right, let's go over to the heat map. Heat map right now, we are seeing some liquidity down at 83,150. Let's mark that on the charts. And really, I don't know how much I'm really going to count this, right? It's not much. I mean, there's liquidity up here. What are we on, the 3-day? Man, it's like, it's kind of a thick wall, right? Usually you'll see an area really pop. But look at, like, I mean, it's just a straight wall of liquidity to the top side and the bottom side. But the hotter spot is very apparent at 83,150. 83,150. I'm going to go back to the chart because I want to mark that on the chart. Here we go. Got the NASDAQ up. Let's go 83. That is not far away, ladies and gentlemen. It is not.
Sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads.
All right, here we go. 83. We said 83,150. Oh, that is like just below the low. I got a feeling. Liquidity's gonna be taken. Yeah. All right, let's I'm going to stop using green. I know I associated green with money, but now because I am doing more trade setups, I now am going to have to associate a different color. What color shall I use to represent money? Green is going to be buy, by the way. Green, buy, red, sell. Makes it easier for everyone. I'm thinking yellow because
I love gold.
Yes, yellow it is. All right, so 83,150, let's update that. That's where the money's sitting. 83,150. Here we go. All right, that's not far away. Yep, point of control, yep. Previous day low, got it. But liquidity is king. You know that. Just trying to look at some horizontals here. Yeah. I mean, that would just be like a move down to the bottom of the range. It's not even a big deal. Let's do a fib retracement. Draw that to the top. To the top. All right, so come down, get the liquidity, retest this area, 382. That's actually, you know, I've told you guys before, like if you're looking for bullish continuation, the 382 is actually pretty normal for it to come back, retest that area, take the liquidity, and then keep moving. And you can come back and touch the value area low or get close to it. Yeah, I think I'm still going to lean that way. RSI, volumes, both coming down. Volume makes sense because there's no trading today. Well, crypto's trading, but TradeFly is not. Holiday, right? But RSI is still working its way down. What is it? What is that move? Almost 2%. I think I'm going to open a small trade on that. And this is not standard for me. So let me be transparent with you. Not something I normally do. But I would not be surprised for it to come down and grab this liquidity. 83 150. So if we came down to 83, it's gonna be a small trade. I wouldn't copy this one. This one is a little bit more willy-nilly. Taking a flyer. Let's see, 83. So if I had a TP 83 100, that's stop loss. 83 100. That would be $79, $80. It's almost not worth my time. Use a little more margin. That's $160. All right, I like that a little better. Okay, now let's go back to the chart. And we would have to put a stop loss over at least the previous day high. So that would be 85.7. That's a 1-to-1. Meh. I think I'd win that trade, but 1-to-1's just not worth it for me. We'll hold off on that. That's it's not worth my time. All right, so that's that. Let's go ahead and look at some altcoins. We got Cardano up. We are on the 8-hour. You can see you got the dynamic reactor acting as resistance. You have a horizontal level of resistance. No big updates. We hit the resistance. We're in the middle of the range. So you can try to play the range. Bitcoin's kind of your North Star. If you think we're going to make a move to the downside, this actually, to me, would be more interesting than a short on Bitcoin. Because you could make a run down to about 55 cents, retap this zone again, if you think Bitcoin's going to make a move to the downside. A little bit more interesting. It's got a little more spunk behind it, we'll say. So, you know, two things we'll be looking for. Let's go to the daily. I just want to see where the 200 and the dynamic. Yeah, it's well above the horizontal level. So that's good news. Problem is, you're just in the middle of the range. That sucks. This would have been the spot to take a short, and then it's really a matter of, are you going to stay in the short? But it is what it is. I don't know. I'm going to set an alert down here. I think I am interested on another round of Cardano. if it comes down to the green zone here. And that starts at about 55 cents. There you go. That is not liquidity. That is me just marking it. And then I will set an alert. There you go. Let's actually move it up a little bit just to make sure I get a heads up for it. It bounces. So about 56 cents, we'll be looking for an alert there. On Cardano, just zooming out. You can see what the trend is. You can see the price action is just working its way down. You're under all of your resistance. It's going to be tough sledding, but you're going to have to break this horizontal at a minimum. This horizontal right here is going to be kind of my line in the sand before I flip and look for that continuation to the upside. And what you'll likely see, just knowing where the dynamic reactor is, the 200, you always want to try to get ahead of price action, right? Like what are the key levels that it could hit? Where would it knock its head? Because you can sometimes, if you miss an entry, get back in, or you know when to pounce, right? I would look for something like that. This is going to continue working its way right. 200 still, it's going to go horizontal at some point, right? It'll start leveling out. Obviously, this will be over a little bit here, but just trying to tie it visually so you can see what I'm talking about. And so this would make a lot of sense. And this move itself, just up to the 200, is about 6.26%. I'm taking that all day. Wouldn't think twice. Comes back down, retest. I would look for, a wick down into the zone, candle to reestablish the body of the candle to close above. And then you can look for a move up. Now, it may retest this. Could get rejected more than one time. But I think ultimately the move would be up to about 80 cents. Be a pretty nice move. What else do you have to the left here? You got a point of control. You got the value area high. I mean, look at that. That's all really generally in the same area. So that just kind of adds confluence to seeing a rejection in that area. And this is actually in line with the point of control of this range right here. When I say this, I'm talking about 79 cents. About 79 cents. All right. Could be some interesting times ahead for Cardano. There's a couple key levels for you. And really, it's kind of being ready for how price action plays out. Always let the price action come to you. Do not be too excited to get in. Like, we're doing a show right now. It doesn't mean that you have to trade from time now. Like, start formulating some plans of where you think this price action could go. And when it starts playing out according to your plan, then we start looking at an opportunity. All right. Then we say, okay, well, we're down in this zone, right? We talked about 55 cents before. This bounce was, I'm not going to say easy, but we had a good idea. We had that one identified. Got a really nice bounce. So do we come back down and get a double bottom? Maybe price action stays a little higher, sets a higher low, right? You see the continuation of the oscillator. These are all things that you should be looking for. So maybe we set a higher low, and then maybe you see the continuation of the oscillator on the daily, which tells you we got a good opportunity to get a nice little bounce and work our way back up. All right, let me go over to the chat real quick, see what you guys got going on here. Always interesting to keep up with you guys. Let me see here. I dropped the holler if you hear me, but you ignored it. I'm not ignoring it now. Holler if you hear me. Man, I know that. Come on. I don't even know. Talking about beef. Can't be me. I'm not beefing with anyone. Love y'all long time. All right. Who else we got? Would you mind if I melted that poor heart and sell it for scrap? Now y'all just having your own combos going on. Between you and Wixway 589, this heart isn't worth it anymore. Username, you all right, man? I missed it though. Did you guys say you're going to Vegas? Hey, last one standing on crypto. What's up, man? Sorry, slow to see your name. Trying to scroll to see if you said you were going to Vegas or not. I don't see it. Let me know. Hey, so if you're going to Vegas, this will make it easier for me. Just type a 1. Type a 1 if you're going to Vegas. Vegas is in driving distance. Yeah, man, me too. I'm thinking I might drive out there tonight, bro. Like I said, we're gonna go to WrestleMania this weekend. Let's go. My little dude is stoked. It's gonna be a good time. It's been our thing ever since he was little. He would jump around, do all his wrestling moves. He would do the entrances and stuff. He was a trip, man. Always dressing up. Had his belts he was carrying around. But it was always our thing. We would watch wrestling together. It's kind of how we bonded. So keeping it going, man. Try to have good memories. Like that's one of the things that's important to us is finding things that they'll look back on and they'll cherish, right? That's how I roll. All right, let's see. Anything moving? Baby Doge is up 5.3%. Let's get back to the screen here. Dog. Oh, GMT. You know, in the chat, I Love Gold was talking about taking a short on this, man. Would have played out. Would have played out, man. Would have played out nice. But honestly, I was looking at it, I was concerned because of the 0.5, but when it fell below the 0.5, retested the 0.5, and then down to the golden pocket, this right here was the play. But so when we were talking, it was above VWAP. I believe on the 3-minute as well. Yeah. Yeah, it was above VWAP. And I was like, I don't know about that. Sure enough, though, it fell. He was right. All right. Let's see. H-bar. Haven't looked at that too much recently. Let's zoom out on it a little bit. Goodness gracious. All right. H-bar. Does not look great. Let's get rid of that one. You have fallen under the 200 SMA. Dynamic reactors bearish. You're under the golden. We'll say you're just barely at the bottom. Look at this, man. See, remember I've been talking about these previous ranges for a lot of these tokens. They had these big explosive moves up and they all came back to revisit this range right here. A lot of them. We saw that over and over again. So this right here, this could be a liquidity grab. You see a very similar structure on Solana as well. And then now is it time. We revisit the previous range. We grab the liquidity. Because there's not much here. I can tell you that right now. There's not much here. Look how quick this price action came up. Not a lot. But as this price action worked up right here, and then we came down and we, a little retest there, a little retest there, right here, right here. That means there is definitely liquidity right here. And probably some that got left behind here. So why not come back down, take that liquidity, and then when everybody's crying because the price action came down, right? They're all butthurt. These people are now butthurt. And who else is left to be butthurt? Just saying. That would make sense. So you look for that change of character, right? Reestablish the range over about 17.8. That's when you start looking for that upside move for H-bar. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Bro, do y'all remember the I think it was Mana. Decentraland. Yeah, it had a stupid run up. I caught this, by the way. This one. I caught this. This was I was like, I don't know. I was a little bit more frisky. We'll say that with my trading. I put in like I want to say it was an $80,000 trade on a breakout. I think I was on a lower time frame, but when it broke out of here with a retest, this little breakout, I actually caught that. Stupid trade. I did end up getting out. I want to say it was in this area, and it ran up again, and I was upset about that at the time. Hindsight, great trade. Never to be seen again. Thought the Decentraland was gonna I thought it was gonna do a little better than it did. It's had a couple little nice pops, but it's never been the same, man. 27 cents. Looking at that though, this is the daily. Oh boy. Yeah, it's just fizzling out. Fizzling out. It's very interesting though. Each time, man, that is a line in the sand if I've seen one. I'm actually going to put that on the chart. I know people probably probably don't care much about the Decentraland, but here nor there, you can't ignore this level. It's just screaming at me. Bring it out just for the future. Let's see here. Let's put a horizontal on there. Why am I doing that? Because that, friends, for me, is a potential short area. Short zone. So if it comes up, because it looks lifeless, then I am going to explore a short on Decentraland. And I'll get a notification. That is at 80 cents and some change. Let's actually update that coordinates. We'll just bump it down to 80 even. We'll get our nice little alert there right before we hit the zone. There you go. That's how you can get ahead of it. All right. Let's see. JR, good evening. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Dude is grinding, always dropping his P&L in the chat. You gotta teach us the trading strategy though, man. You're holding out. Gotta stop holding out. TradeFly on a 3-minute chart. Oh yeah. Something different, isn't it? Been hanging out with Alex O too much. Harp, what's up, dude? Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. RS Miller 747, aloha. What is up to you, brother? I bought more H-bar. I mean, laddering in right now, you know, I said this a while ago, it makes a lot of sense. Makes a whole lot of sense. A10s are flying today. Weird. I thought discontinued. No, they still exist. They have been trying to get rid of those things for years. But we still have F-18s and we still have F-16s and we still have F-15s. Think about that. All those aircraft are old as dirt. They just keep upgrading them. Jesse, unfortunately, so you're not going to Vegas. That's unfortunate. All right. Username is not going to Vegas. Now, how am I going to get you a beer, man? K Diggity. Haven't fully decided, but I doubt I'll go. Man, you guys are missing out, bro. I really enjoyed Nashville. Straight up. Straight up. It was refreshing. It was good meeting everyone. And I walked away pretty bullish about Bitcoin. Not gonna lie. Renewed my my interest. Conviction. I don't think interest is the right word. Renewed my conviction. There you go. I tell you what though, I did small regret. Small regret. They had these coins there that were basically, it was a coin, but it was also your Bitcoin. So however it worked, I don't know if it had like a NFC or whatever that technology is where you can like tap your phone. I don't know if that was built into it or what, but like that Bitcoin somehow was also your Bitcoin. It looked really, really nice, and they were really, really expensive. And I almost bought one, a full one. I wish I would have. I would have been probably a $20,000 profit, but all good. I think I'm definitely going to look at them again when I go there this time. I am highly contemplating getting one. All right, JB, what's up to you? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Boneyard is full of them over here. Where you at, man? Talking about a boneyard. You're in Mojave? When I'm in LA, bruh. All right. I got you. I got you covered, username. You let me know. When you buying a Black Hawk? Bruh. Never. I'll buy a Cobra. Those are way more fun. Jesse, well, dude, you'll never, hey, straight up, man. So last year, if you guys like are like, you know, may not have the money, there was so many passes floating around by the time the conference came around. Like, it was super easy to get one. So I know you live across the pond, so for you, that might be a little harder. But for those that are closer to Vegas and like you can drive to Vegas, I could almost guarantee you, I guess I'll keep it at a 90% chance, but there was people that had passes that never used them. Like a bunch of people. So I think if there's a will, there would be a way to at least acquire a pass. I know they are expensive, but that being said, I think it may be worth it. All right. Here we go. Near field communication. Yeah, man, that's it. I think that's what it was on there, but I'm not 100% sure. I didn't really investigate. I just saw it and I was like, I want that. David Monson, Airbase, Tucson. Okay. Right on. I've stayed in Tucson before. Detroit to Vegas would take forever. Yeah, you ain't wrong. You might be able to find some cheap tickets, though. All right, let's do one more altcoin. One more altcoin. And then we will roll, and it will be the weekend time. You know, I got to drink a beer. Yeah, demonetize me again. You can't because I ain't monetized. I can do what I want. Shoot, I could probably drink one here. What are they going to do? Just send me a nasty gram? Like, you're not allowed to do that. Watch me. There we go. Let's look at some Solana. We'll look at something else too, because this really hasn't changed. Dude, everything looks like yesterday. I feel like we were in the same spot yesterday. There you go. Here's your resistance. Here's your support. You're looking for a breakout. If it breaks out, you could get a nice move up to the dynamic reactor. That is about 9% winning. If it breaks down, loses this area of support, look for that breakout retest. And you're looking for the psychological area of $100. Previous point of control, that's about a 14% move. There you go. Swing trades, easy trades. All right. What else we got? Let's look at, how about Ondo? I know a lot of people have jumped in on Ondo. What the hell TradeFly was doing here. Basically, I do know what I'm looking at. You got resistance here. What's happening? Liquidity is building up. I guarantee you that's what I was talking about in here. And then what we were looking for is price action to come back down here. Look at this, man. That's how you get ahead of it. But we were looking for a bounce in this area. We did not get that, did we? Or was I looking at, you know what? I might have been looking for a breakout retest. I have multiple days of TA on there. That's what that is. All right. So looking at this, yeah, this makes sense. Looking for the breakout retest. It did not flip. Oh man, y'all need the screen, don't you? I'm sorry. I can only imagine. Here we go. Uh-oh. Let's see what you guys got. MPL. Yeah, why not, man? I'll look at that. Can chart my glasses. You want to try? All right, here you go. Can you see the charts? Yeah? Actually, I can see things moving, but I don't know if you can really see it. All right. Let's be for real here. So was looking on for the breakout retest. You have not gotten that yet. All right, so hold your panties. All right, still waiting for that. You can see the obvious area of resistance coming in here. That's going to be the dynamic reactor. You don't want to play with that. And yeah, I mean, it looks like a horizontal is kind of coming in here. Don't know. Let's move this up. You know, as things develop. Matter of fact, let's just box it out. Or not. Doesn't want to play nice. So as price action continues here, let's dump that. Don't need that. All right. Cool. Just looking here. So this is that same pit stop that a lot of the other altcoins made, right? On its way up. Come back down, revisit. This one actually fell underneath. Ondo did. So looking a little bit weaker than some of the other tokens, to be honest with you. It's continuing that trend down, and you lost the level of support. And then you retested it as resistance came up for a subsequent retest. Not ideal. Not ideal for Ondo. So keep an eye on this zone. That zone is 92 to about 95 cents. Doesn't change. Still looking for a breakout retest. Just kind of fine tuning it though, as price action has given us more data. Right? We're always trying to get ahead of it. So as price action's coming down and it's sitting down here, then hey, like having just a horizontal line, thinking, hey, like we can look for a breakout retest. We were looking for that. We never got it though. We never got a real breakout with a retest. So still waiting on that. You got to be careful. And that's why this really highlights why I'm like, if you're sitting right here, like in a zone, like do you really want to take a long position into resistance? And that's why I prefer to just let the price action come to me, let it play out. Like this probably grab the liquidity, right? Let me see here, just kind of coming back. I mean, that's a pretty clear area. Like actually, let's put a fixed range volume profile on this, because I think that's going to tell us something. So start of the zone or the range into the range. All right, so it does, right? This little area here, you should find a little bit of support. Look at that, it came right down to the point of control. The naked point of control, you guys like to call it. Naked POC. Touched it in all the wrong ways. 70 cents. So what else did we just see that? Was that that was Solana. Solana just did that. Right on. But I don't know. I think this is going to be your zone here. Right about here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So I want to bring that over. And then we'll flip the box to green. This one's tougher. I don't like the fact that it got rejected. And it's already right here. but it's a logical area. So is this. It's kind of where I'm struggling right now. You can see the price action trying to hold up. Like when you zoom in. Right here. Very clear that this area is support. Tried, lost it. Just tried to stay underneath of it, and then buying pressure came in, right? So then we got back up over top of it, and now, I mean, there's an argument to be said that you're actually building a little bit of strength there if you come down to the oscillator, especially on the daily. Let's see what the 8 hour is telling us. This is where oscillators get weird, because this would say the 8 hour is saying a different story, or telling a different story. Had an opportunity to reset here on the 4 hour though. But you look at that, man. 200 and the dynamic reactor is saying hold my beer on the 4 hour. Can't even get over top of it. Struggling. So if it does break, I think you'll see a nice quick move. It is showing continued strength though. Oscillator still, even though it's getting squeezed, is still working its way up. Let's go to the hourly. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look how tight this range is. But again, look at the oscillator. Still working its way up. This is tough. Yeah, this one is tough. I'm changing this box to blue. If you guys remember, it's one of my new things now. This is now a zone of interest, not necessarily a buy zone. All right. I think the buy zone is at the point of control. It's coming back left on the chart. Look at that. I mean, this lines up beautifully. 70 cents. This whole range. And then you would set a higher low. In a sense. I gotta measure that. Your 62% pullback is your higher low. I'm sorry. It is, but it isn't. Yeah, let's go ahead and mark that. At least we have some relaxing 80s Cinemax music. Let's make this green. YOLO, what's up? I am. You want to say hi to everyone? No? No interest. Okay. Mrs. TradeFly doesn't want to say hi to everyone. Alright. Well, there's 3 zones for you for Ondo. I think it would make a lot of sense for a bounce here. But this would be the area that I'd be a little bit more excited if it came down to, and I'm perfectly okay with that. Like, my desire for Ondo is not burning, so if it came down to 71 cents, let's go ahead and put a horizontal right there. Same. You guys know the drill. Let's put an alert. Let's move her up to about 70 cents real quick. 70 cents. Well, that did not go the direction I was thinking. Oh yeah, because Big numbers up, Dan. Big numbers up. Anyways, all right, there we go. That works. Cool. So we're just above the zone. I'll get an alert. Let us know. Uh-oh. I'm seeing my dude. Alex O Crypto. What's up, man? God bless to you as well. I already see the otters in the chat. Don't even have to say it. You guys know what to do. That's my guy. Happy Easter to you. Hope you and the family get some good time together. CT, what's up to you? Oh yeah, man, that's right. You weren't feeling all that great. Well, I hope you were feeling better as well. Right on. All right. So, what Harp, I think Harp asked me to look at something here. MPL. All right. Maple. All right. I don't know much about Maple, man. This is going to be new. You want me to look it up on Coinbase? Let's do Coinbase. Well, that looks better already. Having a nice little move here on the 4 hour. Let's look at the daily. Let's draw a horizontal here. Man, that made a lot of sense. See, these are why I love doing the horizontals. Now, obviously, I have the benefit of hindsight. I'm not even going to say, like, hey. But if you look at these key levels, right? And this is why I say, like, look at some of the key levels. Hey, you had an obvious area of support, came back up and retested that area multiple times. And then what do I tell you? Look for the big move. All right, not only do you have a big move on the daily, but if you go to the 4 hour, you can see right there, even on the next day, there was a retest. So it's probably more prominent if you look at the 4 hour. And let's just, proof is in the pudding. Let's go look at it. All right, that's where we're at. Time now. There you go. So there you go. There's your breakout retest that I talk about all the time. Man, gosh, that's one I wish I was looking at, because that's a beaut. Like, very, very clear horizontal level. Yes, again, benefit of hindsight, I understand. But you guys know my MO. Like, one, I like breakout retest, and I like find horizontals where significant support, and we get multiple retests of that area with a breakout. Yeah, dude, game on. So we come down to present day. Look, man, look where it bounced. This was a very clear line in the sand. $8.41. And beautiful bounce off of that area. Doubled your, could have doubled your money. Damn. All right, what do I think about time now? I mean, it looks like it's regressing to the mean. Like, if you're just looking at the price action, the current price action, you're getting over the dynamic reactor. You're pushing up pretty hard there. Your 200 is your little local area of resistance right now. I mean, you could see some resistance off the 200. But if Bitcoin continues to consolidate, there's no reason that you couldn't push up over. Now, let me see if you've kind of elaborated on this at all. Let me see here. Why is TradeFly dogging me? I don't even know what you're talking about, dog. What did... I have no idea what you're talking about, bro. Dogging you? Did I like miss something you said? Did you tag me? I'm trying to play catch up now. Can anybody help me? JR, what's going on, man? Oh, all right. I was about, like, you took me completely off guard, dude. I'm looking for a short around 17. Aha. Well, I see what you're looking at. I mean, your 200's right there on the daily. Horizontal levels. Man. I don't know. Like, do we break this up or do we call this all one range? Let's call it all one range for now. I just want to see if we do a fixed range volume profile on that, what we get. So val high is at about 18, 200 SMA. It's rate about 1657. All right, that's that. So what do we say, about 18? Let's get rid of that. And now let's do just this range. It's already broken through the value area high on the current range. I mean, you're getting a reversal printed on the prime oscillator. Let's see what the 8 hours doing. It's probably losing steam. You probably got some bearish divergence, would be my guess. Based on candle close, I mean, the wick's higher. If you get a candle close here, you would be looking at some bearish divergence on the prime oscillator. And only a little bit. You got a true 7 on the 8 hour. I mean, that would be tough, man. I think 17 is... I'm trying to look. Maybe we got some more horizontals. Right around almost 18. That's kind of tough, man. What are you trying to short down to? Trying to look right now. Let me know what's your plan. I know you said 17 is where you're looking to short. Where are you trying to go to? Trying to do like a scalp? You trying to do something more of a swing? Let's do this. Turn. What do I want to turn off? And get pivots back up pretty easy. Let's do this. Dynamic. Support resistance zones. Let's see what we got here. This is on the daily. And let me make sure that the volume is on. Inputs. Yeah, volume. And this is telling you about 1721. So this is a free indicator, by the way. The dynamic support resistance zones by ChartPrime. Totally free. Did a video on it. I do like it. The thing that I like about it is that it will identify support and resistance for you, right? And it becomes more clear once you start seeing lines on the chart, right? That helps out visually. But what it also does is it includes volume. So this one right here, like you see how this is kind of a lighter blue and you see this area of support, and this green dot is actually signaling that it hit the line, right? So this is saying this was successful. All right, so it hit the line, acted as support, and it prints that green dot. Uh, 17. I mean, 1720. I could see it, man. You just got to wait to see what kind of interaction you get. It wasn't a sharp rejection off the 200. And it's moving up. So like, be careful, I'll say, when something is moving up aggressively, taking a short, because understand what you're doing now is you're kind of fighting the trend. Well, I won't say you're fighting the trend, but you're fighting the momentum is probably the better word for that. So I don't know that I would necessarily be looking for a short on something that's aggressively moving to the upside. What happens is, I mean, that's tough. Let's do this. I mean, that's not, you can't even. I was gonna do a fib extension, but I mean, it's almost borderline useless as well. I think it's almost played out. Let me see. All right, let's turn that off now. I don't like that on smaller time frames. So dynamic support and resistance zones, like 4-hour daily only. Just so you guys know. All right, that's the fib extension. Let's go low. Right up to the 618. That's at 1637. I mean, there's a lot of things telling you that you could try for it, but I think you're fishing a little bit. Scalp down to 1220. That's not, I wouldn't call that a scalp, brother. That's a pretty big move for a scalp. Why 1220? Trying to beat the value area low. I do see some horizontals in there. Okay. You could go for that, man, but I would probably, let's look at the 4-hour. It's already showing you it's going to bounce here in this area. I don't know if it's worth taking it down to 1220. I think your better exit would probably be a little bit closer to 1320. Even really the point of control of the range, right? Yeah. And you can see too, point of control of the range. Look at this. You can see like where price action's dancing all around it, but you can see it's like support and resistance at times. Be careful with that. Our last run up for Bitcoin came down to the point of control of the range and then just full send, bro. So that's sitting at point of control of the range is at $13.43. Call it 45 cents. So be careful of that. And even then, that's a hefty move. That's 14%. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'd be careful with that one, to be real with you. I mean, because you got overbought. This thing reset on the 4-hour. It's still showing like momentum to the upside. All right. Not going to beat that up too much, man, but I'd say be careful would be my non-financial advice to you. Definitely have a good plan for a stop loss. Even there, you still got a wide net. Because if you're looking at these wicks, man, the wicks themselves, you take the wick right here up to that one. Of course, it's in the way. That right there is 16% move. That's tough, man. that stuff. All right, cool. That's Maple. Drug that out. But hey, try to take care of my homies, man. They asked for some, you know, for me to look at something. I take it serious. All right, yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. Wrap it up, man. It's time for the weekend. I'm excited. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone has a good evening. And if you did get something from the show, please hit the like button. That would be much appreciated. And yeah, let me get out of here. WrestleMania time, baby. Vegas. We'll be beating up Vegas. Let's go. All right. Y'all know what to do. Trade safe. Be safe. Have a good weekend. I'm out.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why they say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.